You've seen the arrests, the scandals, the resignations. But what if I told you that the corruption making the news is the corruption they want you to see? The real rot runs deeper, and it's hiding in plain sight. Corruption. We think of it as politicians pocketing bribes, executives funneling money offshore, and yes, that happens. But corruption is far more pervasive, far more subtle, and far more embedded in the systems we depend on every single day than any headline could ever capture. Today, we're going beyond the headlines to expose the corruption that rarely gets reported. Here's the problem. Exposing corruption isn't as simple as following a money trail. It's a labyrinth, deliberately designed to be one. The most powerful forms of corruption involve people who write the rules, people who control which investigations get funded, people whose lawyers can tie up whistleblowers in court for years, and systems built with enough complexity that by the time you trace the money, it's gone, and so is the statute of limitations. Add to that a lack of global transparency, shell companies in secrecy jurisdictions, opaque lobbying disclosures, and regulatory agencies staffed by the very insiders they're supposed to police. The system isn't just failing to stop corruption. In many cases, it's been engineered to protect it. Here is the first type: systemic loopholes. These are legal structures, laws, and tax codes written with gaps just wide enough for the right people to walk through. Nobody breaks the law, and that's the point. When the law itself is the loophole, there's no crime to report. The second type is regulatory capture. This is when the agencies designed to oversee an industry end up being controlled by that very industry. The result is regulations that protect corporations instead of citizens, and a watchdog that's been turned into a lapdog. The third type is soft corruption, the gray zone where money meets power through speaking fees, advisory roles, and strategic donations. No envelopes change hands, no laws are technically broken, but the outcome is the same. Policy bends towards those who can afford access. Here is the thread that ties them all together, and the truth most people never connect. Corruption isn't just about stolen money, it's about stolen choices. When a pharmaceutical company captures a drug regulator, your medication price goes up. When a zoning board is influenced by a developer, your neighborhood changes without your consent. When a tax loophole is written by those it benefits, public schools and roads go underfunded. Corruption persists not because the world is full of evil people in dark rooms. It persists because it's been normalized, institutionalized, dressed in suits, and given business cards. And every year it stays hidden, it compounds, until the systems built to serve people exist only to serve themselves. That's why this matters to you, even if you've never seen a bribe, been in a courtroom, or read a leaked document in your life. Corruption isn't a simple story with clear villains and easy endings. It's a multi-layered system, hiding inside institutions, inside legislation, inside the language of legitimacy. The headlines catch the obvious. The truth lives in what they don't show you, and that truth requires deeper scrutiny from all of us. Now, I want to hear from you. What forms of hidden corruption have you witnessed or noticed in your own community, industry, or country? Drop it in the comments below, because this conversation doesn't end here. If this opened your eyes, hit subscribe. We go beyond the headlines every single week.